There absolutely are sports genes, and in fact, no single gene, but we're finding the same thing for sports. So no two people respond to any training regimen the same way, because their improvement is mediated by their genes. We're finding that really...
This guy really just say athletes are made just by their genes? How about Tom Brady? Spud Webb, even Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players of all time. The fact that he didn't even make his high school basketball team, I'm sure that was genes. I took the liberty to hone in on the 5 habits that athletes all around the world use to make sure that they are pro athletes. And guys, these are actionable steps, actionable habits that you can take as well to not become a pro athlete, but just improve your life today. Habit number 1, make it simple. Guys, when we're talking about athletes, we're talking about complete simplicity and focus on their craft. This is either football, this is basketball, whatever the athlete is, they're gonna make it as simple as possible to focus in on that sport. When it comes to me, it's the gym. The gym is my life, the gym is what I do, and so I make it as simple as possible to get to the gym. We walk 30 seconds down here. The apartment's literally right up over there. The other gym that we actually work out in, because in fact, we don't even use this one, because one, there's not a bench press. The actual gym is only 2-minute walk from here. And so we make it as simple as possible. Another thing, if you are trying to prioritize your health, start eating right. Well, now I gotta go out and I gotta figure out what to buy at the grocery store, and then I gotta meal prep, and then it's a meal prep service. Get a meal prep service. Get some sort of food service that makes it for you, makes it simple. Simplicity is what athletes use, and simplicity is what you can use. A couple other habits would be this. Habit number 2 is give me routines. This ties in a little bit of what we talked about last time with simplicity. Routines make everything so much more simple. In my day, when I'm going to the gym, I have the simplicity of making it easy to go to, but I also have a routine in my day that is added in, right? I wake up in the morning, I get something to eat, I go to the gym. I don't have to think about if I'm going to go to the gym, how I'm gonna get there. It's already set in stone. Athletes do this as well. They have practice they have to go to. They have recovery that they have to have. Heck, jump in a pool, swimming pool, maybe ice cold, whatever it is, that's not fun. You have to have willpower to do that if it's not in your routine. Having a routine is what athletes do to improve, and it's what you can do to improve your life. Athletes know when to say no. See that right over there? It's my apartment. See that? It's a movie theater. We made it pretty dang easy to go to the movies, but 9 months since living in those apartments, we have not gone to the movies a single time. And that's not to say that I don't love movies. By all means, I could go to 1 or 2, but I haven't gone to a single one because I am extreme. I want to be extremely good at the things that I want to do. Athletes are extreme. And in order to be extremely good, you're gonna have to be extremely disciplined in cutting out those sort of things. And once again, you can go to a movie once or twice and that's fine. But athletes know that if they want to improve and see the best for their athletic abilities, they're going to have to improve and see the best in their social lives as well. Athletes take ownership. You know when you watch those football games or whatever, and they have those post-game interviews where like Aaron Andrews goes up and asks the quarterback a question. Well, when they answer these questions, these quarterbacks typically don't say that it was the offensive line's fault. They don't say that it was the running back's fault. They don't say it was the coach's fault. Most of the time, the quarterbacks take accountability and ownership for the fact that it was their fault. Whether they lost, whether they won, they are going to take ownership for what they do because they can control that. You see what happens is a lot of people outside of being athletes tend to point the blame on someone else. They become the victim and it's someone else's fault. And the problem with this, particularly with athletes, is if they do that, then they can't control what that other person does. You see, when they're fully taking ownership in that, they can control what they can do. So they can go back and check the film and make sure like, okay, was this right? They can go back and look and see if their footwork was correct and change that up. You see, taking control of things is what athletes do to improve, and they reflect so they can improve for the next game. They don't push on someone else and they don't become the victim. The athletes hate to lose more than they like to win. See this right here? This trail. This trail I trained on for 3, 4, 5 months, something like that. I ran hundreds of miles on this trail alone because I was training for a 100-mile ultra marathon. See, during this training, I ended up running a 50-mile first. In that 50-mile race, I got 3rd place. Okay, was 3rd place a first place? No, but was it a win for me? Yeah, it was, because it was my first ever race that I ever did. 3rd place, that was pretty good. The next one that I ran, the 100 miles, I got 61 miles. Obviously, it's not 100 miles, so that was a complete and utter loss. And it pissed me off more than anything that I've ever done. And so I'm gonna train more on this trail because of how annoyed and how pissed that I was that I lost. See, this is exactly how athletes think. They're ones get extreme and they don't care much about winning. Yes, they want to win, but that's because they hate losing so much. That's why Michael Jordan, right now, he loves competing. So he goes and plays golf. And yes, he gambles, and most athletes don't gamble, but he gambles on golf because he knows he can control it. He knows that he can avoid losing by putting in more effort and winning. He's a competitive person. That's what all athletes are, just in their nature, which makes them one of the best. This entire video we talked about athletes, right? But this isn't only about athletes. This video is about successful habits that human beings can have all over the world. And if guys, you have any other habits that you want to include or that you think that we missed, put them in the comments below and we'd be happy to look through those and see like, okay, is there something different? Is there something better? Maybe that not only athletes have, but just successful humans in general have. Guys, we're posting every single Wednesday, so we'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.